Well. I guess we got to deal with what we got to deal with. And when we got to deal with what we got to deal with, we do what we got to do, right? Um, Real quick, and here's the franchise guru, Game of Thrones. You already know how we do it. Theme music is on. This shit about to get popping. We already started earlier than we expected. Because of EA, man. I'm not gonna roast EA. Selling the game on a product of franchise mode and not delivering when they're supposed to. I mean, first of all, they already got us when the game launched, and they didn't have this so-called scouting system that we are patiently waiting for in the game. And then it was September, you guys will get it. Now it's mid-October. So if you're like me and you're a commissioner and run a league, man, you left with a situation. So do you start your leagues and deal with it? Which some probably gonna do, where they're gonna start their leagues, and then when the patch happens, they'll restart their league. But I know us and my crew and the guys that I deal with in my leagues, we start. We ain't trying to leave that shit. Especially we start soon, and then in middle October they hit us with this patch. So we just gonna have to just wait for it for my second leagues to start, Real Draft and Junkies 3. So right now we have Game of Thrones 3, and I'm about to give out information on when we're gonna start that. And then we also have King Madden 22, the 48-hour league. I'm also going to give out information when we're going to start that league. So now I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very excited because, it's time to get to playing football and getting guys locked in, man. I got a really good 32 coaches that, play this game, man. They go hard when they play it. When it comes down to franchise mode, though, man, at the end of the day, I've been playing 22. I've been, in my own little side league just to see how things, what's different and all that. I've spoke on this. I'm not going to get into detail of how I feel about the game. I'm talking current gen, not new gen. There's some differences. If you are playing on current gen, which we are, PS4 version, it's not that far off from 21. I mean, 20. You got a whole lot of 21 features within the game. But I do like gameplay. I do like the passing. A lot of guys crying and bitching about the zones being broke, but I don't think they're broke, to be honest with you. I think that last patch they had kind of fixed some things. Obviously, there's always things that EA can do better. I sit here and listen to YouTubers positive. You listen to the Dick Ride YouTubers. I ain't gonna say your name. Those guys that, EA got them in their side pocket. Those guys, they always talk good about the game. They very rarely say anything bad about it. And then you got those guys that seems a lot of people starting to listen to that kill the game. You know what I'm saying? They show every flaw possible to the game. I'm gonna go on a limb and say this. I think both sides of the spectrum has valid points about this game. I will say this: EA, you gotta do better. With that being said, I still like this game, and I really like it better than 21. I almost like it up there with some of the discs that I've played that I really like 17 and 18. The more they patch things, the more things break. So we'll see how things go. But on the side of those guys that kill a game and talk bad about it and say how it does need work, man. You got ex NFL players bitching. You got current NFL players bitching about the game, man. Little things that they can't just get right. How I think they got to stop letting how do I say this? Stop letting these little nerds make the game, man, that haven't had real football experience. It's gamers out there that are real football players. Get these guys involved in making your franchise move. I was watching a video last night, and a guy that was a new young boy that they had, 25 years old, that's making the franchise part of it, and he's the reason why we fucking don't got the scouting shit now. And just listening to that guy talk, man, and it's just like you so far off from what a real gamer, what a real football player mindset really is, that it sucks. With the platform they got, how they can't get guys that know the game of football, guys that can tell them little things that can fix this game in a way where we all can enjoy it. But what I did catch was they want the game to be easy enough for a 7-year-old to play the game. Like, they really marketed that. They really was talking about, as 7-year-olds should better pick up this game, go into franchise mode, and better do everything a grown-ass man should better do with this game. Well, I don't think a 7-year-old is going to be in the detail with franchise mode. I think they need to calm that shit down. You need to get out of that. Of course, you can pick up the sticks and throw a touchdown in any mode you want, but like, I don't think you should be making your mode for a 7-year-old. Just my opinion. Hardcore Madden players play franchise mode. We don't want 7-year-old shit. We want complex. We want real life. We want a really better build. You don't want anybody to better come in and just push buttons and build a team. And that's probably part of the problem. Y'all catering to the wrong fan base when it comes down to franchise mode. Franchise mode really got to be about the hardcore players. Alright, and even with this scouting system, I'm not a fan of it. I like it. I know what it's about. Yes, it can help the game. It's going to be good for us when we do be able to get to it. But that's not what we missing when it comes out of franchise mode. We are not missing a regional scout. Alright, so let me send my best scout out and give the other 32 teams in the league an idea who I'm trying to draft. I don't think that's what we're looking for at all. That's not it. All right. Yes, we want to see the engines. We want to see a rookie, a college player have a big game and go up the draft board. We want to see mock boards. That's hot. We like that part of it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as sending regional, like, this ain't college football. We don't need no regional scouts and state scouts and we don't care about all that shit. We want you. This is what we want. We want to see a different Super Bowl. We want to know the difference between playing in the playoffs and a regular game when you're playing a user. We want better cutscenes. We want more interaction with the game. While I'm in the game, I want to see my coach going through emotions. I want to see players on the sideline going through emotions. I want to see interactions with the defensive coordinator. I don't want to see the real head coach and then you got some little light-skinned boy that we don't know if he's the trainer, the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator. We don't know what the hell he is. We want to see coaches out there. Show the press box. A lot of the offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators sit up in the press box. Show that shit. Give us cut scenes. You can trick us with bad gameplay if you entertain us with good vision. Show us halftime highlights while we coming out of halftime. You know what I'm saying? Like, show them boys coming out the locker room. Show them getting talked to by their coaches right before a big game coming out the locker room. Like, let us see all that stuff. Halftime, let the little pretty girl with the high dress on that know a whole bunch about sports. She played basketball. Catch the coach right before he go in the locker room before halftime and talk to him about where he at with the game right now and how do he plan on coming out in the second half. What's his plans on changing his fate of this game? We want to see that type of stuff. That type of stuff will have us so engaged that your game could be broke as a motherfucker and we wouldn't give a fuck because we seeing all the right shit. Simple as that, man. And then give us good gameplay, man. Realistic tackles. Make things make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's my opinion. Other than that, now with that being said, I like the gameplay on a new next gen. Current gen 4. I like everything about the game right now. I do think you see separation between players, overall speed, and user. You can't run around with the user and just hold triangle. Again, some traits that they want for 7-year-olds. Just hold the button and have success, right? You don't want to see that. You want to see shit like that happening, right? That's a real football tackle, right? You want to see those things. You don't want to see shit get out of hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not holding turbo so I could do some things. But anyway, we are already ready to get into it, man. I will be giving y'all the start date and when we're going to start and kick off the season. Hopefully before the podcast over, I'll have all that. I got a lot of things I got to do to get the league started. But with that being said, it's time to get the fuck going, man. I can't wait to get to interact with all 32 members in the league, man, and get shit going, man. See how people start GMing and managing their teams and shit. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. So it's here now. So again, EA will not be putting out their scouting system until mid-October. So with that being said, nobody else is going. I'm not waiting. We can't. It's just can't. We'll lose the momentum that we have already. Of starting the league. So we're not going to wait. We're just going to start the league and deal with what they got now for us. And you know, when it comes down to starting the second leagues, RDL and 6 and Junkies 3, we can play. You know, we can get into that scouting shit then. What else? Any of my little plugs that I need to be talking about before that? We still looking for a couple more users in King Madden, man. Again, 48-hour league. We will be giving out a Super Bowl ring to the Super Bowl winner, and 2 seasons straight we will be giving $100 back to the Super Bowl winner. So if you in it, you trying to play, you can DM me on Instagram, Madden Franchise Junkies, or if you have been in my league and you got Goot me, and you can DM me and Goot me, and we can get things popping. And over there in Game of Thrones, I mean King Madden, Game of Thrones is filled up now, and if you're one of those guys that want to, you know, still cement a spot in Game of Thrones, you know, we do have coaches in and out. You know, I mean, got some guys that's probably not going to stick around. For the most part, my core stay, so we're not going to lose too many guys, to be honest with you. We do got some new blood over there. We don't know what type of players these guys are, and if they are going to stick around or not, but I do have a little waiting list for those that's trying to get in, and especially if you're one of these coaches that keep getting fired and shit, because that's going to be on this year, coaching, firing, all that stuff. So you got to really be on your shit to play in my league this year. You're going to find yourself in one league and out the other fast as hell. You get fired, you're going to, you know what I mean? don't get fired as a coach. All right, I had a couple guys asking me about the relocation situation when it comes down to if you want to move your team. We will deal with that, but you're gonna have to be. It's gonna be incentive to be able to do it. All right, so you're gonna have to not only make it to a playoff game to do it. You have to be able to make it to a play, and that's opposite, because usually to relocate your team, you gotta have a bad stadium, 20% or something like that. But if you make the playoffs, then you have the freedom to move your team, because the relocation is on. You can control that, and we'll allow that. But that's a permission thing. Like, you just can't go relocate your team the following year because you want to, and change the NFL team name from Cowboys to the launch pads or something when you're doing all that. It has to be earned. You know what I'm saying? Guns, that shit gotta be earned, dog. You know, just gonna be, I'm moving the fuck out of my team, because all that shit comes with financial situations and everything. And for you to be able to do that, you have to be an owner now. And Game of Thrones and King Madden, I haven't made a decision yet if we're going to be owners or coaches. It's going to be one or the other. I'm not going to allow it to be both. And of course, let's see what this funny ass nigga want. What you want, funny guy? Yeah, I need you on both leagues. Nigga, you one of my core members, you and your homeboy. Nah, see, we not even gonna have this discussion because you just a cheap ass nigga. That's your problem. You just a cheap ass nigga. But if it was a bitch on the back of the motorcycle right now, you'd have paid that dub and you'd have been in both leagues. Yeah, yeah. Now I am gonna hang up because I'm on my podcast show, so you could call me right back. I'm gonna pick right up for you though. I'm gonna pick right up for you. Yeah, I'm on the podcast, so watch what you say. Alright, handle that. That's my nigga, man. D West off the hook. We got some hustling ass niggas in this league, I tell you that, boy. Oh my God. What's up, bro? Where at? And which one? The one he already in? He either gonna be the Steelers or the Seahawks. Alright, no doubt. He got the Seahawks. That's Game of Thrones. But see if he gonna join the 48-hour one too. He can't be in one without the other. Tell him, you know, my shit is chipping. He know what he great have fun. The 48-hour one though. Tell him to join that one too. It's mad teams left in that one though. What's up, big guy? What's your name, bro?
Harold.
Harold.
Yeah.
All right, my name Ant, bro. Yeah, so I'm quite sure D West already told you and shit. I run 2 leagues under the Mad Franchise Junkie brand or whatever. And I run a 48-hour league and a 24-hour league. So I would like for you to join both of them. You feel me? To be a part of it, enjoy what we bring to the table, man. Our leagues be chipping. We do everything. You feel me? Podcast shows, highlights, all type videos, all types of shit. Like, so it's like you engage. It's almost like a reality show, bro. Like with our league, you engage with not only just playing your games, but you also getting like ESPN, NFL Network, all that type of shit. So like you gonna be super engaged, where it's almost like we doing what the real NFL do, but just do virtual football.
Okay.
So you gonna have to have Group Me though. I need you to be on Group Me. That's how we communicate. We communicate through Group Me. I'm about to start sending the invites out to the chat, so you'll better communicate in that chat. I'll break things down to you. I have D West break how we do all that, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send D West. I'm gonna send D West the Group Me join, so you could join it. And then when you get in there, just look at the page. When you get in there, it's gonna be a whole bunch of teams listed that's taken already, and then you could just choose your team from there. All right, and tell D West. Listen, the league my leagues is $20. Don't let D West charge you 40 and motherfucker. Don't let D West charge you 40 and pocket 20. Don't let him charge you shit other than $20, man. They $20 a piece for each league. Nah, I know. I'm just fucking with you and shit. But so you either gonna be the Seahawks or the Steelers in Game of Thrones. You said the Seahawks, right? Alright, and hold on, let me just take a look at let me tell you what teams is taken already in the other league. Hold on for a second. King Madden. Alright, so here go the teams that's taken. Matter of fact, are you already on Group Me? You already got Group Me?
Yeah, I already got Group Me.
Alright, let me just do this. I'm gonna send it to D West now so you can join the chat real fast. Hold on. Settings. Share. D West. Hey D West, send that to him so he can join the chat and shit. And as soon as you get in the chat, you gonna see the list of teams that everybody took already, and you'll see what's available. There's a whole lot of teams available. All right, and you could here D West, send him this too, so so he don't gotta go through you. Hold on. Alright, hold on. You want to send him this too? No. Don't ignore that one. My bad. That ain't my shit. Don't ignore that one, D West. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. There she go. Sending that one. You heard, for the King Mad. Tell him when he send it to label it King Mad. Alright, D West. Alright, D West, join the chat. Join that King Mad chat too, bro. And then we gonna talk off air. You heard? Already know you looking for something. I got somebody in both your leagues too? Oh hell no. I need this, I need that. This nigga ain't shit. Yeah. Humble yourself, Daniel son. Humble yourself, Daniel son. Oh my God. Yo, can you play? Can he play the game, or is he a gamer? He gonna play all his games?
He gonna play all the games.
That's all that matter. You know as well as I know, D West, he gonna get better playing with us.
Yeah, he just gotta get his play calling together. I told him he calls some dumb plays sometimes, but he get it right.
Man, the best way to do that is playing in our league. You already know competition over here crazy, and it's gonna make him better. And by the time he get out of the first season, he gonna be better. Just don't do what D West do. Just don't hop on the game right after work, right after chasing 2 chicken heads, and then hop right on and play, and don't do all the other shit you need to do. You got to do your training, you got to focus, you got to understand your team, and you got to be a good GM. If you could do that, you could survive in my league. D West, join that chat too, bro. You heard? I'm about to get back to this podcast. Look, D West, give him my number if he need me for anything. You heard? He can just call me.
I'll give him that number.
All right, hey D West, I appreciate you, and Harold, welcome to the squad, baby. All right, my boys. All right. You know D West slick ass. He ain't slick. You already on. I'm already on him from the door. You already know he about to say, shit, I got you a player and shit, Code. What's up? What you got for me? No. Yeah, man, I don't know where I left off at though, but like the energy. I ain't gonna lie, Guns, man. When I first seen that EA note patch saying October, mid-October, that shit pissed me off a little bit. I ain't, you know, you was on with me when we was talking about it. That shit blew my shit. But you know, it's always a way around it. Here's the thing. The positive thing is I've never waited for a patch. We've always started our leagues no matter what, right? So this is nothing new. This ain't nothing new. We always start our league because all the things that we do within our league keeps you engaged, and you ain't gonna miss that shit anyway, because of the things we do going forward. So it's time to get to that right now, man. Time to get to that. So, Guns, how you feel, man? We about to get Game of Thrones and King Madden up and running right now. What the anticipation feel like?
I mean, internally, it's kind of like, you know, it's about time. I mean, you know, it's I hate it. I've always been the person that wanted to wait for the patch, but I mean, mid-October,
that's way too long. Let's talk about let's stay there for a second, and let's just be real for a hot little minute, man. EA fucking up, bro. It seems like every year they starting to get worse and worse, bro.
They are.
I mean, when they have the only license, they can do these type of things. Because see, what happens is this: EA don't give a fuck because their numbers is up. They through the month of August, these motherfuckers done made more money off this game than any game ever. So it doesn't add up to the fact that you got a lot of people unhappy and really complaining about the game. When they look at numbers, they don't hear the complaint. You feel me?
Oh yeah, they better hope this other game, you know, they better hope them other football games don't come back at the rate they going.
But see, what I do know is this year you hearing the noise a lot more. The moment we went crazy over franchise, and that save franchise shit went around, and they started, and next thing you know, they start promoting nothing but franchise mode. That mean that the people speaking now, and what happens is, sooner or later, greedy ass Roger Goodell gonna start to realize, like, man, we gonna have to put something else out there. We gonna have to open up these license after their agreement, but they got it for another 6 years. So, like, my thing is, whoever puts out a game can't do nothing they do. So, really, where's their competition at? There's really none. I can give you my theory though. My theory is this: in 2023 is the date they're supposed to be dropping NCAA football. That's going to be their competition right there. And it's EA based, but that's going to be their competition right there. When we get college football, watch how the numbers of Madden drop if they don't have this shit fixed by then. And I'm quite sure they're going to anticipate the numbers to drop, because once they bring out college, you know, everybody and mama going to jump to it right away. So they're going to have to wait maybe a year or two before the noise die down of everybody wanting to play a fresh college game. And once that happens, then they're going to have to really come back and look at the numbers again. And I don't think the numbers is going to stay up. I think Madden going to fall the fuck off if they continue to do the things they do right now. Because basically what they just did was they sold us on franchise mode, and then they didn't deliver nothing on franchise mode, right? But still sold the game. So they really just did some halfway shit. What they did was they said, here, take this product, it ain't done, but you gonna give me full price for it, and then we'll fix it whenever we get a chance to. That's the basis of it. Like where you gonna go buy something that where I can, like, you not coming to me and I could do that to you, or I'm not coming to you and you can do that to me. Um, if I got something for sale, you want the worth of what that's for sale is, right? Like, you're not just gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna better be like, yo, yeah, come get this 2 liter Pepsi, half of it missing, but I want the price of a full Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, good thing is, we in a league, and we in the league with a guru. We got somebody that can right a lot of EA's wrongs, and give us a better product you know than what's in the disc itself.
And the crazy thing is bro, like, I swear to God, I don't think, like, they need to come get guys like me, and I ain't like bragging or nothing like that. But if they pull like a person like me in the building and just let me shoot ideas off of them, it wouldn't be the way they think it would be, because again, I already broke down what I think, what I feel, and like I said, you can hide and you can trick people with cutting scenes, man. Like gotta, like, be let us be engaged with a real football game. Like, you've been to and watched games in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, just real fast, give me your experience of playing in a stadium, uh, being
Uh,
in a football stadium, and just watching the game from real life, being there, the experience.
oh, okay, okay. I thought you meant as a player. Watching the game, but sometimes the team itself or the environment itself, it varies. Like I've been to Jaguar games, I've been to Falcon games. Uh, just recently, um, of course, I seen my Ravens play, and sometimes the level of involvement, it's surprising, because even like Jacksonville, for example, um, just went to a game last year, December, Jags versus Colts. The Jags were out of it, and, I'm sorry, 2 years ago, not last year. I'm sorry, 2 years ago. I didn't go last year because of COVID. And the crowd was still into the game, yelling Duval. Uh, the commentators, the announcers, everything's involved. The mascot came, swinging off of the lights on top of the stadium. They still give you an environment that, just like you said, makes you forget about the gameplay. Now, when the Jags got out there, the Jags looked like trash,
Right.
but the experience made you forget how bad they look.
Now, and you there, so you there in person, so that means crowd participation is everything, like you saying. Where's the mascots at? You know what I'm saying? We don't see that. Why can't we see that? Remember, college football did all that, the mascots interacting with the fans and
Yeah.
shit like that. Like, so give us that in the game right now. Think about when you home watching the game on TV. Um, just think about the cut scenes. Like, just think about different camera angles and what they do. They just don't show the field the whole time, right? They don't show the gameplay on the field the whole time. They're showing the sidelines. They're showing like, let us feel the authenticity of an injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, guy laying there
Hmm.
hurt. Let us see that guy hurt. Don't just tell us he hurt. Where the guy running the ball up the field, he get tackled, he get back up, run back to the huddle, and then 2 plays later he's hurt. You don't even know how he hurt. Like, show it.
Right.
If that man down, let that man be down. Like, the biggest thing this year is injuries. You see it every year in NFL, right? The injury is bad when what happens?
When the card comes out.
Thank you. So where's that at? Bring that out. You feel me? And then
Right. Right.
bring the sideline commentator talking about the injury on the sideline. Cut into that, right? Like instead of giving these same boring ass 2 guys talking all game long with recorded shit, how about you cut into, like, well, let's go down on the field right now to Scarlett Johanna or whatever her fucking name. You know what I mean? And she's
Hmm.
right next to the coach after that big injury. Let's see what he has to say. All right, or what I'm
Yeah.
saying, it's a big instant replay. We're going to New York for this one. Like, give us some stuff. Like, what I'm saying, during that injury timeout, or we call a timeout, Put the ticker up there. Let us see what's going on in another game, man. I'm the Ravens. I want to see what the Browns and Steelers game look like right now. Show us that up at the top. See the ticker, or cut into that where they showed the highlight of the Steelers just scored on a long bomb play. Let us see that. You know what I'm saying? Then bring us back to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And even like. And even like you said, with the ladies on the sidelines, you know, we're in a mode today where you want to feature, you know, women where they belong. You know, show us Erin Andrews on the sideline, or Pam Oliver.
Yep, or Pam Oliver. Yep. Show us them. Let them be engaged with the game. Show us every part of that game so we feel like we in a real football game. And the moment you do those type of things, you can get around some of the stuff that happens on the game. You know what I'm saying? That they can't really fix, some of the AI situations that they can't fix at all. Like, we can get around all that because we entertain from the 45 minutes we playing. We completely entertain. Show us that. Like, man, show us the difference between a playoff game and a regular season game. It should not feel the same. The atmosphere is different. The feeling is different. The stakes are raised. Raise the stakes in your gameplay. Raise the stakes in your crowd participation. Raise the stakes in knowing that I'm in a playoff game right now, from wild card to Super Bowl. Like, we shouldn't have to feel the same loading screen for no matter what. Now, you get a little bit of this intensity when you play on the CPU, but when you play another human, it just does the same thing. Click right into the game and let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to see, like show us different, celebrate. Like, come on, man. It people be having their kids on the side on the field after a Super Bowl win. The newspapers is already there. You know what I'm saying? Show us the emotions of the coach walking off. How about even in the weeks before the Super Bowl, y'all already doing cut-in scenes now where we can interact and you seeing coaches at the podium and all that? What about that part of it? You know, you got the Pro Bowl week. During that Pro Bowl week, while guys are playing Pro Bowl games, we should better see cut-in scenes, interviews of the two Super Bowl teams, like the way they do it in real life. They can put that type of shit in the game. I don't think that's a hard thing to do, but they don't see that. They just see the mechanics, and they just see, you know, while we waiting on the scouting system, they put out a Saquon Barkley outfit that nobody give a fuck about. Nobody don't care about that shit, bro, like y'all really think. But why is that important? Because that cost $15.99, and that got you spending more money on the game. So that line there, that goes well with what they want to do, right? So instead of giving us things like that, they could do so much little stuff, and that could become big stuff for this game that I really think they just missing the ball on right now, man. Do you think they will get this type of shit right? That, like, the things that I'm asking for, like, you think they can get that right?
I mean, there's a hope, because they seem to have addressed some of the things that fans have been asking for in the past. It may just be little things here and there, but I think they were probably saving most of their effort, you know, for the next gen consoles, to make everybody want the next gen consoles even more.
I can see that too. Definitely can see that. But I mean, at the end of the day, eventually we all gonna have to get to that 5. So I can see that too. That's why now on the 5 is different from 5 to 4. Like, you know, the crowd participation is there on 5. I've yet to see the airplane fly over. Is that like specific playoffs or regular games? Like, have you seen that yet? Playing a game where the airplanes fly over?
I saw I think it was the Black Hawk flyover. I did see that. I don't remember whether that was a playoff game or was it just a regular game. But I did see the flyover.
Right. Well, see, they just gotta trick us, man. They give us some stuff that we want to see, bro, and then everything else will cover itself. Because even on the 4 right now, I like the gameplay. Like, I don't like running stretches and shit. You can feel the difference in that. I'm running stretches in practice mode right now just to show it. Like, it ain't just, you just not going to just turn the corner every single time and everybody get blocked and that's that. Like, people reach out of tackles, like, shit real. So I like this shit. People reach out of blocks. I mean, like, so the gameplay do got some good shit to it. Like, saying, like, I gotta cut that up. You know what I mean? I'm sticky with the sticks anyway, though, so we could do some things. But at this point now, though, you know, again, without having a scouting system, that's just a new feature. But we've been playing franchise mode, and we've been having the drafting shit anyway. So they call it the legendary draft stuff. So we just gonna be stuck still doing the same old shit, right? Which is fine because that's what we know. So it's no big deal. We gonna start the league, and then when we get to real draft, we'll have all that new stuff when they drop it. They do have 3 phases of franchise mode stuff that they're gonna give us throughout the year. I'm thinking the scouting one is the first one. Then they got 2 more that'll come out through patches after that. So we'll be still getting new stuff in. It just sucks that they can't negate it where they did. Remember before remember that time they shut the franchise down? It was broke when they shut it the fuck down, and we had to start new leagues and shit eventually. And then our old leagues open back up. But the thing is, it would be nice if we could start our league, and then that we can just keep get the scouting stuff while we're starting our league. But nope, that's not available. So right now, follow me for a little bit. We can go through the regular scouting shit. Ain't nothing changed. It's the same old shit that we gonna have to deal with, where you get scouting points, certain amount of scouting points, and then you gotta put your stamp on it. Yeah. And that's how you do it. And your board stays the same. Whatever board you got, however you put them in order, the players you want. So the new system would have been if a 6-rounder is having a career year in college, he's gonna move up the draft board. He's not gonna continue. So it ain't no sneaking like, all right, I know ain't nobody paying attention to this guy down here at the bottom. So I'm he on my board. This might be a guy that I feel as though I can get in the second round. Well, if he's shitting and he's doing good things, and he's going to move up that draft board. So I'm assuming that's going to go hand in hand with me and how I am with the editing in the draft class. These guys are good. If they better, 6-round guy that got good talent, he's probably going to move up the draft board. So it ain't no sneaking it in. That's what the new system. With the old system, if he's graded to come out in the 5th round, like this running back right here, Chris Rubs, right? You just gonna click on him, and right now he's an early 3rd round grade. So I would assume that you would want to put him on your board and know that you got to start paying attention to him in the 2nd and 3rd round. Somebody might get him that early, right? But he just went from a 5th to a 3rd round talent. Now he's going to stay just like that, right? Just because he turned to a 3rd round talent. If you don't scout him, you don't know that. Well, in the game, when they do the scouting system, that guy's going to move up the board. So if they looking at him to go early 3rd round, he going to move up to the 3rd round. He ain't going to stay at the 5th round. So that's going to be hot. That's something we going to miss by us having to start the league. But that's not enough for us to just sit here and wait till October, the middle of October, right, to start a league because we want that shit. Nah, we can't do that. We got to get it. We got to get it going right now.
Next thing you know, they're going to tell us it's not going to start till Halloween.
Right. And we waiting on 31st, the last day of fucking October, for that to pop off. Alright, so let me dig into some things before we get into our welcome. If you paying attention, you just got on just now. AntHits, the franchise guru. I'm here with Show Guns. And we got the bull Craig on deck, and of course the wife calls in the middle of a motherfucking podcast show. Mrs. Goodell, and she on a break like a motherfucker. You will call me right while I'm on a podcast. Oh my God, what you on break? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just finish. I'm gonna do a quick one and finish up so I can kick it with you. All right. No, I don't got none of my old football player names. No, you ain't getting none of my kids. None of them. All right, so I would say let's get to some things real fast. Give me a second. Let me get over here. I know she ain't trying to hurt this shit at all. Alright, so we did have some movements. Let's go to Game of Thrones real fast. We did have some movements going around on here. Alright, so Game of Thrones 3 League. I do have the chats made. I just didn't give invites out yet to the guys that are paid and ready to go. That's the majority of the league. Is only like one person that's not locked in yet all the way. But divisions and team selections, here we go. I told y'all last time I read these off, they wouldn't be guaranteed. Some things could get moved around. For the most part, we we've changed some things up. So let's get to it. So the NFC East. All right. So my commissioner, one of my head commissioners, uh, DC Hitter, will be the
The
Washington
head
football
splitter.
team. Mr. Hitter the Splitter. Hitter Alley. Watch out for the show. Hitter Alley. Fastest 3-minute highlight show from Hitter.
Anyway,
Let's go. So he has the Washington football team. That stayed the same. The Giants are manned by Max Payne. He will have the Giants. The Eagles went from Coach Mark to Coach Rob. So Rob is the Eagles, and the Cowboys are manned by Snake. So that's a NFC East division.
watch me,
With,
Rob.
with Rob moving into the East, does that change things over there?
The East better be on notice.
Hold up, Rob.
Rob, your cousin Rob.
Oh wow, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
So he
Breaking
moved to
news.
who?
He went to the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's interesting.
East State.
I'll be getting outside.
I love my fucking girl. Look at her. Here she go. Here she go. Ray talk that shit. Somebody butt as hell. That's a butt as hell move. All right, so he in a good situation as far as opening up with draft picks. So I'll tell you that.
Watching me, Rob.
He's going to be one of the only people with 3 first-round draft picks in the first draft class, so that's going to help him. And I like the Eagles is an underrated team on this game. They got a good football team for Madden, bro. Do you think that could put him in a situation where he could be? Can he win his division?
Yeah, definitely.
What, year one or
Oh, you talking about period? No, I think you're
I'm talking about
period.
year one. Let's talk about year one first. Can he come out of the gate and win his division right away?
Now, defensively, he can play with anybody. That the defense is built.
Yep.
It don't look like a football team, but it is built. It is legit. Offense. They're young in certain places, old in certain places. It depends. If he do something,
But see, I think that old is at the right spot. That offensive line is where they're old at.
yeah.
I think he could.
Me, Shoguns, my co-host is Shoguns and Craig right now. What up, Craig?
Okay.
It's the Who the Podcast. Let's go. What's up, wifey? What you eating for dinner? Cause this ain't lunch. I damn sure ain't eat yet. I'm starving. Mad as hell you working a late shift. But yeah, so I like the veteran offensive line. He got a good running back over there. He got a mobile quarterback. Erica said, "What's up?" You see it?
So deal.
She said, "What up, Craig?" But so I like the Eagles team. I like Rob. You got the dual threat. They got us TGI Fridays. Oh, come on, man, with the bullshit. You bringing some of that home? So the Eagles got a good front offensive line, but they got a veteran defensive line too as well. Now their weakness to me is their linebacker core, but it's only weak because they're young, but they're fast as shit. So they got good speed over there. Outside of Slade, do you see anybody in their secondary though?
Nah.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
You got 3 first-round picks to address that real fast. So like he's going to better do some things over there with that
he's
team.
got a front that can put enough pressure to take some pressure off of that young back.
Yeah, off of that secondary. Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree.
And I'm pretty sure you might do a move or two. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, Rob. Send Cox. Pause.
Pause.
Hey,
Send Cox. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Send Miles Sanders, bro.
Wait a minute. Sheesh. All right. So in the NFC North, nothing really changed over there. Everybody's still there. You got at the Bears coach. You got Coach D West. As the Packers, Coach Harrellburgers. Watch this. Let's go back to that. Let's rewind that. Hold up. Slow down. Rewind. Erica, you ready? Harrellburgers got the Packers. We just gonna wait for her to respond for the next 5 seconds, and she ready to tear his ass up. But Harrellburgers is the Packers. Uh-oh. Harrellburgers.
You better not have A-Rod looking retarded, man.
Boy.
Oh boy, here she go. All right, so you got Bears D West with Justin Fields, and a lot of work to do over there with that team. Khalil Mack and Justin Fields. That don't mean shit. Uh-oh. Packers, Hero Burgers. Now Hero Burgers are one of the better teams. He has a top 3 team on the game right now. And my girl just said it. That don't mean shit. Shit crazy. That don't mean shit. Hillberg's got the Packers. Brandon has the Vikings, and Antonio Ty has the Lions still. He think he gonna win now? He got a shot to win that division right away. The rest of the teams they got to build over there. In the NFC South, everything stayed the same. You got the Bucks is manned by Coach Craig. Panthers is from a new user named Junkyard. You heard that, Erica? The new user Junkyard. Saints is the young boy Foe, and the Falcons is Coach 404.
Okay.
In the NFC East, you got the Cardinals, Coach Falk. The 49ers, Coach Drew. The Seahawks is D West's boy, the new guy Harold. We don't know how he play or nothing, but he's in. So we'll see what he's about. Let me put his name there right now. And bang. All right. So then the Rams is Coach Bo. Shogun's his boy from his league. And that's the NFC West. So that's all the NFC teams. Every last one of the divisions in NFC at this point is filled up. We have 4 users in every division. All right, so let's start with the AFC North. You got me as the Ravens. The Steelers are unoccupied right now. I'm just waiting for the person that's in the league to get his team if he going. You know what I mean? Or I might have to go get somebody else. Oh shit, new users, yes sir. The Browns is Coach Boone. Now that's the change right there. Anybody else heard that? Boone, he took the Browns. He went from the Chiefs to the Browns, which gave Rich the Barber, who's a Kansas City fan, who's from Kansas City, got his team back, the Chiefs.
I don't think
All
so.
right, so the Steelers is the AFC North has 1 team available right now, and that's the Steelers. So the Browns are manned by Boone, and the Bengals are from Circumbop. I think that division got interesting. It could be very interesting depending on who gets the Steelers team. I just like what I seen online with the Eagles. Right. Not wrong with that. All right, so the AFC East, that division is filled up right now. So you got Nano as the Patriots. The Jets is the Brian. That's where changed that. So Mark left the Eagles and went to the Texans, and Brian left the Texans and went to the Jets. So now you got Mr. Syndicate himself, the new Syndicate, Brian on the Jets. He was our old Steelers user on RDL. And then you got Junior, the old Bears user on RDL as the Bills, and young Camden is locked on the Dolphins at this point right now. So that division has 4 in it as well. Let's talk about that division for a second. How y'all feel about that division? Nano, Brian, Junior, and young Camden.
That's a strong division.
Yeah,
Think that's a strong. I like it, and I think Brian can compete in that division. You got Patriots. The Patriots got a lot of building to do over there. I think he can compete in that division, bro.
He's gonna have to get his GM on because the Jets on defense, which is what he needs the most. They're young on offense, and on defense it's kind of look like the Bears, some old guys there, and then you got Quentin Williams. I mean,
Right.
he got some work to do on defense.
He got some work to do, but they got young pieces, and they still got draft class picks. Remember, you had picks for 2 drafts over there, so they got picks to be able to do some things over there. That's the main thing that I like. They got the picks.
True.
I like Nano as the division winner over there, but not right away. The Bills is the best team over there to play with right now, so I think Junior going to win that division year 1. I think Nano get a running back, and it's nights like this I wish raindrops will fall. Don't let him get a running back. That's all I'm at. He get a running back.
Could be dangerous.
I like the Dolphins too. They got speed everywhere. My thing is, what can you do with Tua? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you really can young Camden play with Tua? That's the whole thing. Can he play with Tua? Because the Dolphins' defense is stout. They got one of the better. They got one of the better secondaries in the league.
linebackers that can fly.
And can fly and hit, bro, and got good awareness and overall. So yeah, that's a good team to have over there. Got some pieces you have to get, but other than that, they kind of can play too. So like I would say the Bills and the Dolphins are the better teams already over there right now.
Right out
And the
gate.
Bills is going to a passing person too.
Yep, and the coach that got him is a passer. Yep. So my thing is his passing style with a coach with a quarterback with a cannon like he got, does that add up? Because he's more of a West Coast thrower, check down and shit like that. My thing is this: Josh Allen got a missile. Ain't you playing with Josh Allen in another league?
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with him, man.
You have a quick throw system too, the way you pass. You think the Bills can play with Josh Allen that way?
Hell yeah, and Diggs is a dog, bro.
Right.
I mean,
I like all three of their receivers over there.
Yeah, I like all of them too. So it's like he got a team, and even though Beasley and Sanders, he'll get Sanders for a year, and Beasley's a superstar off the rip still.
Right.
So I mean, he gonna be able to do something with them.
So he gonna better play with that team. Let's see what he could do now. Then just be honest with you, it comes down to this: like it's all good, right? But how good are you? You can have that type of team and still not. You know what I mean? Can you play? How did your game develop? Are you even any better? Or can you be a playoff team? You're not in a crazy division like you was in real draft, but I think your division got worse. What I mean by that is you went from me and the Browns, which was Drew, to Nano, who's a dog on this game in these games, and then the Bull Jr. is a dog. So you understand he ain't really get in an easier situation. I think he in the same situation, a little bit different. You got with me, but I do think Nano's on that level. And I do think the Bull Jr. can play. Like he won a lot of games, bro. Like so, so you ain't in an easy situation where you look at your division and it's a fucking cakewalk. You got to fight for it.
No.
And then now the division that did change coach wise, Mark comes and he getting the Texans down. This is a guy that actually wanted the Texans, right? So you got the Jaguars, Shoguns, Titans, Los, Colts, Mike, and Texans is Mark. So that division stays the same. They bring over Mark over there to replace Brian. So let me ask you, Guns. Do you think you gained a better player? I guess I would say. And Mark coming over there to the Texans.
I remember how Mark got much better when he got Justin Herbert. From when he started.
Yep.
I didn't really, he wasn't really one of those teams that people had to look out for, but all of a sudden it was like he got Herbert, a couple of other picks, and he became an overnight issue.
Right.
So him with Deshaun Watson, he's gonna be an issue.
I like him over there with Deshaun Watson as well. The problem with him is like this the thing. He got a bunch of the Texans, like anybody that was a veteran is over there in real life, right? So he got a bunch of guys. Now they're not gonna have super high overalls, but they have longevity in the league, so they're gonna be good players to play with right away. So I think he's gonna be able to get around that first season. It's all about how he manages the team though, because anybody that takes that Texans team has to want to blow it up. And the fucked up part about it is to get what you really want, Deshaun Watson has to be in play.
Yeah, he may have to be one of them.
Deshaun Watson has to be in play. So either you play with Deshaun Watson and you build slow through the draft, or you get rid of him and you get more capital and build fast through the draft. Simple as that. Or build fast through players, because there's somebody that'll come get Deshaun in a heartbeat. You know it or not know it. There's somebody out there that'll come get Deshaun Watson really fast, right? So, and then it sucks because his worth. Now, because where the Texans are, what they are, we will have to talk about that in the rules chat. What's Deshaun Watson's worth? Because in real life, they're asking for the house for him, right?
Right.
So we wouldn't fuck Mark over and be like, nah, you only get one first round pick and that. If he's trading Deshaun Watson, see, this is the difference right now. The way we are going to be with trades is strict, but we're not stupid either. We're reasonable. We know a player of that caliber, you know what I'm saying? For a person like Mark, like I wouldn't say the same if it was Falk. You know what I'm saying? Or me. That can overcome those things. But you know as well as I know, Mark will need that type of help. So he will be able to get what he wants for Deshaun Watson, versus getting what the league allows you to get. And that's the difference when you got a commissioner like me, man. At the end of the day, I take care of my guys. Simple as that. So my boy Mark gonna be alright over there right now. So but you got a young team in the Jaguars. The coach probably got the best defense over there. The Titans, if they play with right, no homo, they can do some. They can be a really scary team as well. But I like your division. Here's why I like your division, because you got a bunch of stand-up guys in that division.
He pulled the cord.
Yeah, you got a bunch of my fat asses laid on the cord because I want some fat boy shit. My girl eating TGI Fridays and I'm fucking there eating. I ain't even gonna say what I'm eating. Boom would have been like Powell's. So anyway, you got a bunch of stand-up guys over there in your division. What I mean by that is you got the guys, my favorite bunch of guys in that division. Guys that don't matter what the fuck the score is, they play their games. They will not miss a game at all. They're going to play all their shits, and it's going to be one of the most active divisions we have. And when I say that, Mark will miss games, but he's not a complainer. He don't care. Mark will miss games because of his duty to the U.S. Army. Well, have him missing games, but he's not a complainer. And Mark ain't the one that's going to be bitching and complaining in the chat because he got to force laws or he didn't get to play his game. He ain't that guy. So when I say you got a bunch of stand-up guys over there, that, you know what I mean? And then not just stand-up, you got some hungry guys. Los is up and coming. Mike is starting to get that hunger to be able to succeed and winning over there. You have had success going through the entire real draft. You kind of been up and down as far as who won your division for the first couple of seasons, but after that, you kind of dominated your division. So can you build off of that? Because right now, you're the favorite to win that division. And you're the favorite to win that division, and you should have. You can go two ways. You can win that division, or you don't separate yourself enough where you pull off one of my moves where I won the division every year. You could possibly do that right now in that division, or you can get caught by a guy like Los or a guy like Mike. So
I could. That's very true. But we gonna be ready.
Yes, sir. All right, so that's the AFC South. Now let's get to the final division. To me, I think this is the hardest division. AFC West. And now it was harder, but Rich the Barber ain't no slouch, especially Rich the Barber with the Chiefs.
Oh,
Reek about to be the best receiver in the league for real. And then you're gonna hear Falk say, nah, yeah, right. Hell yeah, stuff in your mouth and shit. You already know. So, you got Rich the Barber as the Chiefs now. Raiders is A1 Hollywood as soon as he drop his dub. Broncos, Jimbo. And Chargers, Coach Corey. Coach Carter got the Chargers. That division tough. It's definitely 3 strong. And people that don't know Rich the Barber makes that shit really 4 strong. For real. So, who would you say come out of this division right away? You think Jimbo can win it first year? Corey, Chiefs, or Raiders?
It depends, because Jimbo has a way that he approaches it as a GM. If he's not satisfied with the team, he could possibly blow it up year one. It just depends on how he's going to approach it. Coach Corey, he operates. He always tries to win early. He never blows up anything. So I could easily see. Coach Corey, coming out year one, especially if Jimbo decides to, put some C4 to his lineup to reconstruct it. And offensively, A1 can score with anybody.
Yeah, fast too.
Yeah.
And he gonna find out real soon that wiggle shit is out the door. He gonna better do it a little bit, and then he gonna be mad as hell afterwards.
Bye, wiggle.
So let's talk about this so I can get on, because now I'm really missing my wife right now. I want to talk to her. So I'm gonna cut this short. We'll come back. we're gonna come back to a part 2 of this. But what I want to talk about is guys that hop on, play their game, and then hop off. You guys are not gonna have fun in my league. I ain't the commissioner that's gonna turn off tools that the game gave us that's new. So practice is gonna be on, practice injuries is gonna be on, all that shit. So y'all better start understanding. I've been telling y'all this shit since 21. Those that are intimate with their team succeed in my league. That's it. We've been in a dummy league. You guys are playing in other leagues. I don't know if they got those traits on or not, but they will be on in my league. The XP will be down in my league. And understand this, you package guys, all types of situations, know this. Stars are the new superstars. Has to be. You have to start looking at stars as superstars for us to better see breakout engines and messages and all that. Stars are the new normal. Stars are the new superstar. Trust what I'm telling you. The draft classes are going to be so fun this year, but the transparency between getting a good draft class and all of a sudden everybody, like, it ain't going to be no fucking body that's a 69 overall or 98 overall by the end of the year. Trust that. You're going to spend time with your team. You're going to have to spend time with your team. I don't see nobody with a 99 overall roster by season 3 at all. So with that being said, the work got to get done. So if you don't know nothing about what 22 brings as far as franchise, the new things that we do have, you better get your work on now and start figuring it out. Because when we get into it, which is we got to start soon, I'm not going to talk about the start date right now until I come back from I'll come back to this second part of this podcast show, and then when I do that, I'll talk about the start date, and then we're gonna get into some King Madden shit as well. And then this is Thoughts with a G right now, right? So we gotta kick it about real life shit, man. We had a good football game that happened in real life yesterday, so when we come back, man, make sure you tune back in. Part 2 coming soon in about 15 to 20. AntHits, the franchise guru. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back in a minute. You heard?
Holla.